Bailey is fully transitioned into adulthood. He has a job he loves, he lives in his own apartment, and he's living his best life. Along the way, he's had lots of supports, and his guardian was able to guide him along the right path. Both his confidence and his social life have come a long way.
Hiya, Bailey.
Hi, I'm Sarah Bailey's aunt.
I work at Fleet Farm. I do farm, candy, and sports stuff, and I stock the shelves, break down the cardboard and stuff.
I feel like Bailey having a job has made him more confident in being able to communicate with people. He had a whole new set of teammates at Fleet Farm that he would need to communicate with, and sometimes people don't always understand what he's expressing or saying, and so it takes a little bit of time to understand different things that Bailey says, and sometimes he gets frustrated when he has to repeat, and so I think he's come a long way in working through a couple of those things, and so I feel like overall he's just kind of ready to be more social in his life.
I went to the TS2.
It's Transition to Success. It's an extension of our school district program. There's other school districts that provide additional 2 years that they reference it as college and getting them ready for their next step in life with life skills.
I learned about cooking, cleaning, and my class.
The VRS program helped Bailey prepare for getting a job, so researching for different positions, filling out applications, and creating a resume. So all of those were skills that he learned through the program. So through the VRS program, he was able to shadow at Fleet Farm to make sure that that was going to be a fit, maybe something that he wanted to try.
I learned skills at Fleet Farm, like teamwork, hard work, and time management.
He volunteers at a local Eagles club. He volunteers at a car show weekly. And I think that's part of his support staff because the staff that work at the Eagles are glad every time he shows up to help. And we have a lot of good family members that are support staff and a lot of friends too.
I live in my own place with a roommate.
So right now, Bailey lives with Andy, who he's known for a few years. We know their family too from our small community that we live in. And so at the time Bailey was looking for a roommate, I thought, I'm gonna see if Andy might be interested in living on his own as well and see if it works out for them to be roommates. They both are sports enthusiasts, and we thought that would be a good fit. And so between his parents and us, we started the apartment hunt. Do you like living in your apartment?
Yeah.
Independence for Bailey, from my standpoint, is important because it shows that he can take care of himself. He's responsible and he's accountable to make sure that he keeps his things together in the apartment and is able to get up and go to work every day. He usually reminds me, like, if I'm supposed to be helping him with something, and I think giving him some accountability and responsibility, since we're not together every day, I need reminders still that if he needs help with something. So he's had to step up a little bit from that standpoint. Bailey has started developing more self-advocacy skills. I would say specific example at Fleet Farm. When he first started, they had him doing some cleanup work and maybe some things that he didn't necessarily care for. And so then they worked and they found him another opportunity to be stocking in the sports department. And so he talked to them about that and got that initiated.
I at the work with hours.
Advice I would give parents for teenagers and young adults going through transition, determining what's next in their life after high school, is really seeking out support services and staff. Learning what's available helps you evaluate what will work best for your child and young adult, and also learning from other people. Well, you might feel like, nope, this will never work, but if you hear other experiences and that they've been successful, I think it gives each person an opportunity that they need to figure out what's best for them.
With the help of vocational rehabilitation services, Bailey learned how to search and apply for a job and how to shadow on the job. Now, job shadowing is a type of work-based learning experience which allows you to observe and try work to see if it's a good fit for you. Ask your support team how you can get work-based learning experiences to help you try things too. Bailey has supports at work with coworkers who are willing to help. He learned to advocate for himself and was successful in requesting a department change and asking for more hours at Fleet Farm. He also has natural supports, friends, family, and volunteering friends. His school helped him with independent living skills, cooking, cleaning, personal finance, to prepare him for living on his own. He now enjoys living in an apartment with a roommate who shares his interests. Bailey's guardian encourages parents and guardians to seek out services, supports, and especially other families who have helped a child to transition to find out what worked for them. Thanks, Bailey.